Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Witness. We are standing out here in the buoy area, and I finally figured out what I had to do in order to get this to work. See how the buoy's moving back and forth? Kind of like how it just changed right there. We gotta use that to your advantage. You just have to wait until the buoy rocks back, and then this top part will be visible in such a way that the darker area can be traced. So once you do that, then you should be good to go, I think. Let's just wait for it. It also explains why there was some inconsistency with the way the buoy was positioning when we were lining it up earlier. Alright, so now with that done, we can move into the treehouse. I don't think there's anything interesting over here. Well, except that that person looks like they're praying. I guess that's one cool reflection thing that you can see here. Yeah, I don't remember anything out this way, and the recordings here, I guess. These trees look like they can be good starting points for puzzles. So let's go explore around and see what we can find. The good news is that we've done the panel puzzles here. The only time when we would need to do them again is if we need to change the direction of something. Let's see. Nothing too conspicuous here yet. You may think that these, whatever these branch things are used for something, but I don't believe they are. At least not to my knowledge. Okay, so far everything's looking pretty normal. Let's go this way. We haven't yet gone to that burned out tree yet, and we're going to do that because I happen to know that there's a puzzle that you have to solve from there. This cluster of differently colored trees here is making me a little suspicious. This looks like it could be used to build a path. I believe that can, yeah, that can be rotated to go this way. So we may want to do that, but first, I'm going to work on this. We just have to figure out how. I think we just do the reverse, right? There we go. Let's see, where is it? It has to do with the shadows that are being cast here. There we go, right here. Now you may think to yourself, wait a minute, couldn't you just go down there and do it? But actually you can't see the entire thing without these spiky things blocking the way. So you actually have to view it from this perspective. And I think there's a couple things up here that look interesting from different perspectives. One of them is this. Looks like a guy holding a stick. And I think, I forget what the other perspective is, but it looks different from a different angle. Maybe this way. Okay, maybe not. I know there's two different things you can see up there if you stand in two different spots. And that is still bothering me. That, I think, is used for something. Alright, I'm going to go back the other way, because that will at least allow us to connect everything here. But for now, I'm going to leave this alone, and hopefully we can find the solution later. I think some of the orangey trees have something there that can be used to start up a path, but I don't quite know yet what that is. Nothing particularly crazy here. We also can't move around, like stand still and move on something, so whatever this would be, it would have to be viewed from a single perspective. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Alright, let's go over here. feel like this other side has some of the most stuff going on, so maybe we can find something. That looks like it could be a circle. Is there a spot where I have to stand in order to get that? Something tells me yes. Maybe if we cross to the other side... what was the puzzle that allows you to solve it multiple ways? This one. Alright. Maybe if we go over there, we can get to something. I don't know if going over this way would do any good, but we can at least give it a shot, right? Alright, so we have to figure out what the combination of stuff here is. I'm assuming that if we want to go this way, then we have to line it up such that these two areas here are isolated, right? Like this. There we go. We had such a hard time with that earlier, but it's really not that bad. Okay. What do we need over here? This feels like you should be able to find a puzzle here. Like, these orange things look really conspicuous. Oh, hey, there's a... Did we go down that path? There's, like, rungs there. Oh! Here we go. I bet this is what we needed to do. We need to go in here. Okay, there's a... Wait a minute. Am I supposed to use these paths and connect them in some strange way? What about this? This looks also a little strange as well. Alright, whatever this is used for something. This has to be. Like, I don't see any other way this could work. Alright, maybe we need to investigate that path over there first. I think we did everything we could do in that hut over there. Not that hut. This hut over here. I probably should have checked that before switching it, though. Oh well, let's take a look over here. So we know that there's two forks here. There's one here, and then there's the one over there. So I'm wondering if we have to send this to the right first, and then do something else. The question is, how would you even... Oh wait, you could just do that. Let's do this. I'm almost certain that somehow this has to be involved. I just don't know quite how yet. But actually, that might be good, because it connects to the right, which is near where that is to begin with. So, let's go over here and take another look-see. Aha! There we go. Now, the question here is that the only one? Because this could be arranged in a few different ways. But I don't know, because this right here can only be reached by this configuration, right? So I'm not really sure if you could do anything else with it. It doesn't mean that there aren't similar ones somewhere else, though. What about going to the right? Let's try that. There we go. And then there we go. Is there anything on the right side? Well, we can get a view of all this stuff, but I'm not really seeing any puzzle to do there. I don't know, maybe there isn't a puzzle involving the pink ones. Just seeing if there's anything interesting here from this perspective, and I'm not seeing it. Ooh. I happen to know of a puzzle that involves overlapping these two, but you have to get to it from down there, not by going back that way. So let's actually set that up. Just still looking at this purple stuff here. Alright, I think that's correct. There's also some orange there. Alright, I'm just looking. I'm just seeing if there's anything that we can do with this. I'm not seeing it. I'm looking from all kinds of angles here, so I don't know if we're just blind or if this is just a red herring. Something tells me it's a red herring. Something tells me there's another tree here that we need to use. But I don't know which one. Oh boy, this is a toughie. I mean, I guess I could see that being used for another one, but I just don't see how you would set it up. That's the inherent issue here with that. For some reason, my memory wants to say that there's another puzzle involving the orange ones, but... Ooh. Is that right? I hate to come all the way back here, but you can basically see what we're doing here, right? We're trying to set up these paths in such a way that... Oh, wait, that's the end. Oh, okay. I bet this is the start. Okay. So yeah, it is. I think it is correct. Alright, let's go back down to the... I guess we're going to have to go through the swamp area. But that shouldn't be too bad, right? We'll just have to come back and forth, I suppose. I'm so used to calling the boats, I didn't even think about that. Alright, so let's take a little trip down. I am really hoping this is the only time we ever have to do this. The mountain looks really cool with all those lasers being pointed at it like that. Also, we haven't really looked at that, but there's a giant statue right there. Looks really neat. Also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a puzzle to solve around here. But it might not be solvable with the boat in this configuration. I may have to switch the boat the other way. Alright, let me see. It involves using all these wooden things, but I think you'd have to do it from here. Yeah, it's right there. Oh, maybe it is this way. Hey, hey. May have gotten it. There we go. Wasn't so bad. Alright. Let's go back to the woods and see what we can do. I think there's a path that leads, maybe not quite directly, but pretty close. This goes through that gate that we opened up earlier in the square. Yeah, here we go. The square puzzles area. Oh, that's right. We have to cross this stuff. Well, it's kind of in the wrong position for that, but I think you can go over here and do it. Yeah, here we go. So, all we need to do really is just this, where we go like that, and then like this. Let's see, is there anything here? This looks like it should be used for something. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think there's actually a couple of things we could do over here as well. I forget how to line them up. We may just have to do this later. Come on. There you go. Alright. I believe as soon as these two things intersect, you should be able to get a path going here. The problem is that the different shadows actually are different obstacles, which presents an interesting challenge. Oh, we may only be able to do that from the other side. Yeah. My bad. Okay. We'll worry about that one later on. Okay, so for now, we should be able to just go through here. And I think there's actually another shadow one that we can do from here. The other one we did from the burnout tree, but I think there's one that you can do down here, maybe? This is where we need to go anyway, so yeah, here we go. I think it's this one. I wonder what's casting those shadows anyway. I guess it's this stuff. It's pretty clever how that was set up. Yeah, this is definitely casting a shadow here. That's pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Come on. There we go. Cool, okay, so we got that done. So now the question is, what are we missing? And I'm almost certain we're missing at least one up there. But I'm going to have to take a bit of a trip back there because there's a couple things we need to do, at least. I know we missed one on the ship. I actually looked it up after we were done. I don't think there's really anything you can see over here, at least nothing useful. No recordings that I can see. Maybe this is just so you can see the shipwreck and make some conclusions about how you were supposed to solve that giant environmental puzzle, but I don't know. Maybe that's just there for the scenery. It's interesting because the game actually does encourage you to use the environment like this, but not everything has a pragmatic use, which I kind of like that. Alright, so let's backtrack this way, and this time I'm going to see if we can solve this. So I think we'll be able to pull it off. I think the other side you're supposed to solve when going the other way. Okay. So as long as I can just get this to... There we go. As long as I can just wait for the shadows to move back, we should be able to solve it. There we go. I know there's a few other ones too, but we'll take care of those later when we come back this way. Hopefully the boat's still there. I mean, I guess if it's not, we can always call it over. Alrighty. Let's see what we have here. It's a really pretty game. I really like the art style. I'm one of those people who firmly believes that art styles in games and graphics in general have evolved so much now that having the highest possible... you know what, let's go this way just to see if there's anything we missed. Having the highest frame rates and, you know, polygon counts and whatnot, I don't really think that's necessarily as important as it was maybe 10 years ago. I mean, nowadays, a game like this, I'll take any day over a drab-looking game that just happens to have, you know, pretty high performance and, you know, really nice texturing and whatnot. Alright, so I don't think there's anything on the inside. Unless you're just supposed to notice something in here, but... The reason why I wanted to bring the boat back, other than getting back to the treehouse, was that there's a puzzle that we'll need to solve by using the boat in a really interesting way. It's a puzzle that I actually alluded to in the previous video. That's pretty tricky. And I was really happy to solve this puzzle without any help when I first played the game. Okay, so let's, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to solve the puzzle that allows us to go through that shortcut that we made back to the castle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remotely release the boat back on its path. And you'll see why here in a minute. Some of you may have been able to figure out what we're going to need the boat for, but if you haven't yet, you will find out soon enough. I think it's this way. I'm almost certain that we missed something, but I'm not going to fret it right now. I am still a little bit curious about this. Like, this feels like it should be used for something else. Alright, so this, all we should need to do is just go through this way. I don't know if there's something you can get to from looking from the perspective of having this aiming toward the left, basically. Oh wait, it's to the right. Never mind. Alright, so the drawbridge is down, so we should be good to go. Let's navigate the Channelwood walkways here. I don't think I'll ever not compare this to Channelwood. Alright. This away. Go over here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the boat and we're going to go all the way around there. Ah! No, 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 no! I did not mean to do that. I'm trying to set the speed of the boat from over there, but maybe it would be better if I did it from this perspective. Yeah, because there's actually a dock over here. Whoop, no, 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 we don't need you to do that, but actually that may not be a bad idea. There we go. Alright, now we're going to race back to the castle, because there's a spot where we're going to need this thing. Ah, come on. There we go. Don't want to miss it. But it's on low speed, so hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. We'll take a look at the obelisk here after we're done, but for now I think we're okay. Okie doke. Just gotta remember how to get back there. I think the quickest way is this path. Actually, I think the quickest way would have been the other way, but that's alright. Okay, no, not there. This way. Alright, hopefully it's still a ways off. Okay, I think that is correct. Yes, that is correct. Alright, so all we need to do is just wait for the boat to come through. And what's going to happen here is that the boat's actually going to fill up the brown space that we need in order to make a complete perfect circle here. Then, we can then trace it along the side of the boat as it goes over there. Alright, can we see the boat? Where are you, boat? Maybe we went a little too quickly. Come on. Come on, we're excited to do this puzzle, right? It's probably going to come around that area there. Right, because this area is the inside of the ship, and we send it on the outside. Maybe we could have afforded to send it through the inside of the ship, come to think of it. But if we went all the way around the ship, then it's probably going to come out this way. Either that or we missed it. So, while we're waiting around here, let's see, what should we talk about? Things have been going really well at work lately. Like, I feel like I've been involved in a lot more things, you know, with my team. So, you know, there's a lot more participation there. And I always appreciate feeling like I'm a part of something bigger. Because I'm one of those people, I don't know if I would say this is unusual, but I'm one of those people who enjoys looking at the big picture, but also getting down and dirty with the details. Like, but I also want to know that my getting down and dirty with the details is contributing to the bigger picture, if that makes sense. So that's always fun. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe we were late, and maybe this boat, we should have sent it from another area, and then, like, maybe the mountain or the not the mountain, the greenhouse area, and then made it a trip all the way around. Getting a little worried here. But I mean, that first speed is kind of slowish, so. But yeah, like I said in a previous video, I am taking a break from the dating scene right now. I mean, I'm not opposed to going on dates. It's just, I kind of want to avoid spending money this year, at least as much as possible. It is interesting, though, because I found myself spending money the other night while going out with some of my friends to a diner. And it's been a while since I've been to a diner. Like I'm talking about like a classic old school style diner with burgers and shakes and, you know, old 50s music and stuff. I don't know, there's just something really fun about that. I don't know what it is, but I really like it. And while I was there, I was like, you know, if I'm spending the time with people, then I feel like I can justify the cost. It's not quite as bad if I'm spending it with people. Okay, where is this boat? I'm not seeing anything in the background there. That's making me a little worried. Wait, I think I saw something like over here. Was that the boat? It might be. I don't know. Wait! Is that it? I think that's it. No wonder it's so slow. Look at how slow that's going. Well, while it's making its way here, we can continue talking a little bit more. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with my life here in Colorado. It's been a good experience, just because I feel like I've been able to kind of come into my own person. And I talked to you guys a bit about that time last week when at work I had to give that presentation where everything went wrong with all the AV stuff, and I realize now that things like that, I need more of that kind of spontaneity in my life, because I can tend to be the type of person who thrives a little bit much on structure. Like, I like structure. Like, if you go back and watch a lot of my old videos, you'll see that I had a lot of prepared things to say. Like, if you watch Riven, for example, there were entire videos when I'd spend like 5 minutes talking about, like, recapping what we learned from a journal or something like that. And you could tell just by how stilted it is that I had prepared those remarks beforehand. And it sounds kind of a little terrible. But, you know, that's kind of the sort of thing I thrived on, you know, when I was recording those things. And to a certain degree, I still do. I still think that way. And I think there's a lot of situations in life where you need to think that way. But if you go too far down that path, then, you know, you can end up in a lot of situations where you don't know how to respond to the unexpected. You don't really know what to do in certain situations. So that's why I do enjoy recording Let's Plays where everything is blind, is because it actually forces me to be uncomfortable, because my comfort zone is Let's Plays like this, where I do know kind of what to expect out of the game. And to be fair, with a game like this that actually has a lot of difficulty behind it, with some of these environmental puzzles especially, and some things that we haven't seen yet, I will say that a non-blind Let's Play where you're not quite following a rigid schedule and you don't know every solution like we're doing right now, I feel like that's ideal. But if it's a game like, say, the other Let's Play we're doing, the Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, that kind of game I do enjoy doing blind, you know, and if I do need some help, there's no shame in looking at an answer. I mean, I really do believe that if you're doing a Let's Play, the first thing you need to be thinking about is that it's a Let's Play and you're here to entertain people, and therefore, you know, fumbling around for like an hour not making any progress is just not entertaining. So I do enjoy the opportunity to figure things out on my own, and there is a certain amount of pride that comes with that, but at the same time, I think it's more important to have fun too. And my goodness, no wonder the boat took so long. Look how slow that's going. I should have just put it on the second setting, like the normal setting. Like, I don't think that would have been quite as bad, because we would have come here in time. It would have been okay. But, yeah, that's kind of where I am with Let's Plays right now. I'm still kind of pondering options for what I'm going to do for Let's Plays after these two games. There's definitely going to be a Myst-related Let's Play coming this year. You guys can count on that. I'm trying to do a... I'm not going to say what game it is, but there's a certain game that seems to have a recording issue with my software. And I would love to do this one because there's so much content in it, but I'm not quite sure yet where that's going to land, so I'm crossing my fingers on that. And there have been some people who have been asking me about Chips Challenge stuff, and I can say with some certainty that I'm planning to do a Chips Challenge 2 custom set Let's Play sometime this year. And at first I wasn't quite so strong about, or quite so hot about doing Chips Challenge 2 Let's Plays, but I think I've kind of started to change my tune a little bit on that now that I've been getting a little bit more into the CC2 level design scene and custom set playthrough scene a little bit more. I feel like it would be a good tool to bring some publicity to CC2 level sets, just because there really hasn't been, at least from what I could tell, a level set that people have gravitated toward in that game. Like, for CC1, I remember back in 2000, like a long time ago, Eric Schmidt's level set was kind of the gold standard for a lot of people when it came to level design. Like, it was one of those things where people saw it and were like, whoa, these levels are a notch above the rest. These are obviously innovative and interesting, and my screensaver was about to come on there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm guessing not. But, alright, so the stripe thing on the side of the boat's about to come into place. So, at the very least, if we mess up here, we can position ourselves, and we should have plenty of time. Okay. Good, good, good. Now. There we go. So, yeah, I'm hoping to do a few Chips Challenge custom level sets that I found interesting. At least one of them will be blind. So that should be fun. Okay, now we're on the boat, so that's good. And I'm actually in the process of recording it right now, but I'm not going to upload anything until we're done with these two Let's Plays, which could be a little while. But I definitely wanted to start the year off with some, with a couple of big ones, just to get some excitement going. Alright, we're getting there. Almost there. Stay on target. Stay on target. There we go. Cool. Alright, we're done with that. Finally. And I'm going to see what we missed over here, because I think there's 3 different ones on this one area here, and we missed one of the 3. 1, 2... Was it this one? It was this one, wasn't it? No, we did that. And we did this. No, we didn't do this. It was this one we did. Yeah, okay. I thought we did the other one, and that's what was confusing about it. Okay. So that's good. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. We've gotten quite a bit done today. So next time, I think we're going to wrap up around the treehouse area, see what we missed. I'm going to, actually, before we sign off, I'm going to take a look at the obelisk, because I want to see what we still have left to go. I keep going up when I need to go down. So let's go to the obelisk. I can't believe I was trying to find the optimal route through here when we had to do all that waiting up there. So yeah, that's kind of where I am with the channel right now. I still have a lot of things up in the air as far as what my plans are, but that's okay. I'm not, I'm not upset about that or anything. I just want to keep kind of an open schedule and just see where things go. So yeah, that's a little update for you guys. Kind of impromptu since I didn't know we'd be waiting that long, but yeah, I really hope to grow the channel this year. I'm hoping that we can get to like at least 1,000 subscribers. I feel like when there's a certain threshold you reach on YouTube that once you get past that, things really start to skyrocket and people really start watching your content a lot. Okay, so that's the really big one on top of the castle. These are all the maze ones in the castle. That's the ship one. This is actually what gave it away for me. Notice how there's a break in the line there. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, so somehow you start, but then there's a thing, so you have to have something that moves, and that's pretty much how I was able to crack it. So those are all the boat ones, which we got. These are all the ones, these look like they're in the treehouse, and then there's this. What is that? Well, first of all, where are these two? Where did we find those? I'm trying to remember what those even were. So there's only really one more that we still have yet to find here. So it's in that direction. So, oh wait, those are the shadow ones. Oh, I wonder if it's another shadow one. Could it be? I could have sworn there was another one that involved taking the leaves of the trees, but maybe I'm thinking of the long orange path one. Is there another shadow one down here that we're missing? We did that one, right? And there's this one over, not here, but it was over there somewhere where we had to stand on top of the burnt tree. Uh-oh. Man, this is going to drive me crazy now. We may just have to come back later and do this one. I'm still wondering about this seemingly pointless dead end here. That looks like it should be able to start something, but I don't think that's the solution. And I feel like we've done quite a bit with all the paths for these walkways here and all that. The shape of it doesn't seem to be a giveaway, so although it seems rather similar to the shadowy ones. So that makes me wonder, wait a minute, that rock looks a little suspicious there. Oh, here's what we solved from the top of the burnt tree. Wait a minute, this looks interesting. The rocks. These rocks, I feel like these need to be used somehow. Man, how do you use these rocks, guys? Also, there's this purple path down here, too. Could you use that somehow? I don't remember that being a part of a solution. I would have remembered that one. Okay. Oh, here we go. It's this. It's got to be this. Okay, we just have to figure out where it ends. Oh, right there. Okay. There we go. So that should be all for this obelisk. So let's see what we did by getting all of the things right. It appears that the obelisk is no longer black. It's a different color now. It's sort of a grayish color with all of the paths marked in it, which is pretty cool. I noticed that they didn't actually spell out a path for these maze puzzles here. But hey, at least we got one obelisk solved. And that means, ta-da! We got a +1 at the end. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. And next time we are going to continue on and go toward the swamp. So until then, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you, as always, on the flip side.